My last couple of jobs, I think the people that I worked for actually inspired me to want to own my own business, make my own decisions, build that type of relationship with everybody. I mean, previously, I worked at like the Westin, right? I was a lifeguard way back in the day, and it became just a paycheck to me. That's the only reason I'd show up. And I'd clock out when I had to go home, and it was just a paycheck. We all have bills to pay. We all need a paycheck, and that's what it turned into. But after that, I mean, Ski Pro was the first big jump into actual like management for me, and I still go and help those guys out because of who they were, what they represented, and how they carried themselves as not just individuals, but as a business, as a company, as a family, quote unquote, right? Even when I went to Virginia, when I worked for Lidl out there, the corporation is huge across multiple countries. But the person I worked for, a guy named Ian Hunter, he inspired me to really want to become a stronger leader and actually build something of my own because of who he was. He still worked for a big company, but he ran a building like it was his. His name wasn't on the building, but it was his building. You talk to anyone in that building, that's who we would work for. Right. So I feel like I'm slightly jaded in this situation because I was inspired to want to own my own business and to be the guy who makes all the decisions because of great leaders in that aspect.
Yeah, and I think it depends on the size of the company you're working for, because it's like the bigger the company, the less likely the manager is to want to promote you and take your job. You know, you're going to take their job. You know, so there's certain jobs where you're not going to move up any farther from whether it's education or whatever it is, because the company's just not going to let you, you know. And there's things that I applied for when I was younger, and I'm always been in technology and software development, but I need a break from that sometimes. And when I was in college and just right after college and stuff, there was times that I wanted a different job, and I didn't get hired for jobs because I was too overqualified. But they knew that I wasn't going to be there long. So they didn't want to hire me because they're like, yeah, he's not going to be here long. When I did the interview, they're like, he's either going to take my job or he's not going to be here for very long. So I think it just depends on also the size of the company and the management.